Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this episode of Mark's Garage. Well, today I've got my Polaris swag on, and we're going to be talking about why did I purchase a 2025 Polaris Ranger. That's coming up. All right, well, the biggest reason, there's several reasons, but the biggest reason that I purchased the 2025 Polaris Ranger is if you watched my episode, and I'll put a link in the description, but if you watched the episode about the nightmare oil change on my 2024 Can Am Defender, then you'll understand why. That's really something else. In fact, I'll put a clip here about what was going on. The engineering of the Can Am, the ability to work on it. I like doing all my own maintenance. They really made it difficult. What a mistake, I would say. So that's one of the reasons the Polaris is much easier to work on. And here's some of the other reasons about why I bought the Polaris. There were several more things that really impressed me with the 2025 Polaris XP1000 NorthStar Premium Edition. And they did some restyling, so when you look at the front end, you've got a revised, really heavy-duty bumper. You've got a 4,500-pound winch. You've got bigger tires. So the Ranger now comes standard in this configuration with 29-inch tires. Here's a couple more significant things, though. When I first drove a pre-25 Ranger, I noticed that the transmission shift lever was just a little bit clunky. It wasn't super smooth, and it took quite a bit of effort to put it into gear. Well, this now has the Generation 2 transmission, and it is so easy to shift from high to low into neutral, reverse, and park. They did a great job. It's a brand new transmission, so that's great. They also installed a new power steering unit, and so you can literally turn the wheel sitting in the cab with a finger. You can turn the wheel. That's how easy it is. And the unique thing about this power steering unit is it has a return to center feature. So as you're rolling forward, it will center itself. So that's pretty neat. So the big thing for me, again, getting back to maintenance, being able to locate the spin-on filter easily, locate the drain and access plugs for the front differential, the rear transmission, the oil crankcase, all of that, much simpler. I'm really looking forward to working on this down the road. And coming up next,
Hi Mark, hope you're having a good day. I just wanted to show you the NorthStar all finished up. We've got the turn signals installed, the Polaris snowplow with the power angle system, the side view mirrors, and the rear bed lights. When we get inside, we have the control for the turn signals. Down here you have your four-way flashers and your horn. switch for the bed lights. And then what I really like on these Polarises is you have controls on the shift lever for operating the blade. So we can raise the blade, we can turn it to the right and to the left, and lower it without taking your hands off the shifter. I'll get with you tomorrow or Saturday and set up a time to drop it off on Monday. Hope you're having a good day and have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Mark's Garage and learning firsthand from me about why I decided to swap the Can Am Defender for the Polaris Ranger, and really had to do with certainly the upgrades for the Polaris Ranger for 2025, but mainly because I like to work on equipment and machines. The Can Am was difficult to work on. The Polaris is a lot easier to work on. So I'm really looking forward to this upcoming year, using the Polaris in the way that I do in the winter, and for going for a little spin here around the property area, especially since they opened up the roads to UTVs and ATVs. So that'll be a lot of fun. Again, really appreciate all the subscribers that are out there following Mark's Garage. Thank you for that. And as always, and until next time, take care.